Paperboy, based on Strillone news engine by Informatici Senza Frontiere Onlus, is a simple application written for visually impaired people but suitable by everybody, allowing users to hear something like on-demand news spoken by the text-to-speech engine embedded in their own device. In other words, Paperboy, codenamed Strillone, is a free application both for smartphones, tablets and PC, offering a simple and fast system allowing visually impaired people to read everyday's newspaper by listening to vocal synthesis. The idea Paperboy Strillone is based upon is very simple. There are lots of applications that, by means of vocal synthesis, allow visually impaired people to hear what's happening on the screen. Smartphones, for example, use their embedded text-to-speech (TTS) to read the action associated with the icon the finger of the user is touching. But which verification can a blind user have in the case of a touchscreen smartphone? Well, the answer is simple: the physical corners. Paperboy screen has been divided into 4 equal parts by virtually cutting the whole area in half, both horizontally and vertically. Let's see now how it works. Paperboy Strillone is very linear and simple. You need only to click or touch or press the right key if you're using a keyboard, one of the 4 areas of Paperboy main page. The upper left to start browsing news or closing the app by pressing it longer. The upper right to decrease and read the title of the previous newspaper, section, article, depending on what level of the tree you are browsing. Lower right to increase and read the title of the next newspaper, section, article, depending on what level of the tree you are browsing. Lower left to choose the newspaper of your interest, section, or to hear by TTS the article you want to listen to. You can also launch the help by pressing this key longer.
Start browsing. New York Times, Friday the 28th of December 2012. New York Times, Friday the 28th of December 2012. New York Times is ready for reading. Section 1, World. Section 2, U.S. Section 3, Economy. Section 2, U.S. You entered the Section 2, U.S. Article 1, Senate passes legislation to allow taxes on affluent to rise. Article 2, grant deals give way to legislative quick fixes. Article 3, as pheasants disappear, hunters in Iowa follow. Article 2, grant deals give way to legislative quick fixes. Washington, the confusing struggle to head off a national fiscal crisis has made one thing crystal clear: the era of the big deal is over, despite repeated, intense and personal efforts by President Obama and Speaker.
The data interchange among Paperboy Strillone and the newspaper is based on a simple standard XML file. We can give this file for sample to every newspaper who wants to join our application.
Article 5, lawmaker seeks public reply on guns. Article 5, lawmaker seeks public reply on guns. Santa Rosa, a California congressman leading a House Democratic task force on gun violence. Closing application.
If you have your text-to-speech engine switched the right way, then Paperboy Strillone allows you to listen to the news in your own language.
Article 5, late rally lifts Hawks over Jazz. Article 5, late rally lifts Hawks over Jazz. Devin Harris scored a season-high 24 points, and the Atlanta Hawks rallied from a second-half deficit of 15 points. points to beat the Utah Jazz, 103-95, on Friday. Article 5, late rally lifts Hawks over Jazz. Article 4, Ishikawa and Weirachant invited to Augusta. Reuters, Japan's Raya Ishikawa and Phalanx Thor and Weirachant have received invitations to play in this year. Closing application.
The technologies used for Strillone are all free and open source, and they are PHP Hypertext Preprocessor, Ajax Asynchronous JavaScript and XML, jQuery JavaScript Framework, JPlayer, a multimedia plugin for jQuery, and Festival text-to-speech open source framework.
Section 5, Sports. Section 4, Technology. Section 3, Economy. You entered the Section 3, Economy. Article 5, Geithner's tenure defined by financial crisis. Article 5, Geithner. Article 3, Article 2, Greece votes to raise tax on higher earners. Athens Greek lawmakers voted late Friday to increase taxes on middle- to high-income earners, self-employed for... Article 1, Why the unemployment rate is so high. According to the last jobs report for 2012, the United States... Closing application.
Paperboy Strillone is a free web application and is also available as an Android application both for smartphones and tablets, and also for Apple iOS devices just like iPhone and iPod and iPad. Strillone Paperboy is an application of Informatici Senza Frontiere Onlus, www.informaticisenzafrontiere.org.